My name's June, and I'm 28, and I'm a full-time student and a social work assistant. This is the worst that I've ever lived. There's so much stuff. I just don't want to get rid of it.
My name's Bob, and I'm June's father. The entire 3-bedroom place is a maze to walk through. There's no place to sit down.
My name is Anne. June is my daughter. The whole kitchen, dining room, living room is just a mess. It's gone out of hand.
I'm Tori. My mom is June. I'm 13 years old.
After my wife and I separated, June got pregnant. Her mother did not want to have a grandbaby and did not want to raise a grandbaby.
It was very hard for me to see some things, going on with her being such a young mother.
I told her, well, you come live with me and we'll figure it out somehow. Whatever happens, it'll all work out. My mother always kept a clean, nice house. And everything was in its place.
When this was my grandmother's house, it was clean, not cluttered. She would be very disappointed in how it looks now. What I've done with the place, she wouldn't be very proud.
My mother, she'd be rolling over in her grave.
My dad will say to me, if Nana could see this place, she would kick you out of here.
I don't go over very often or stay very long.
At first, it was like complete devastation. And that was my excuse for not doing anything in the house. So she was like my mom, my best friend, and my grandma all in one. And I still consider this her house. So to have her house looking like this, it's so much easier to leave and not deal with it than it is to think about how she would feel.
We have tons of boxes that are filled with just random stuff of hers from her childhood or whatever.
It feels to me that if I get rid of things that have sentimental value, this knick-knack, this statue, this stuffed animal, feels like if I get rid of it, that I'm gonna forget about whatever memory is attached to it.
Just makes me feel sorry for her that she has emotional attachments to pencils.
We can't eat at my dining room table because there's so much stuff that has sentimental value or somebody may want someday.
Whenever I go through stuff and say, Mom, you haven't ever used this, or it's my stuff, and I go, Mom, this was yours, I'm getting rid of it, then she'll just yell at me. Well, not yell at me, but tell me, don't get rid of that, we'll just move it over here, and then she'll just relocate it in our house. Mom! I'm tired of having to maneuver my way around. Like, in my one little room, I can move all that stuff into an apartment easily, even with roommates.
Tori started saying when she turns 18, she's out of here. She's moving away. She doesn't care where, she's going.
On my 18th birthday, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and move out of the house.
It's just her and I here, and I know that our living situation has put a tremendous strain on our relationship as mother and daughter.
Stop it, go away.
I'd like to help take the stress off of June and the stress off of Tori because it's definitely tension in the house. It's just too much.
Hi, June. Hi, I'm Dr. Zazio.
Hi,
Nice
June.
to meet you.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a clinical psychologist and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
When was the last time this room was functional?
When my grandmother lived here.
Which was how long ago?
Over a year.
Okay. She has this need to hold on to memories through these objects, and she's having a very difficult time letting go of them because she's afraid that if she doesn't have those objects, she'll forget the memories.
Are these your stuffed animals?
Most of them are hers, actually.
Okay.
It's about 50-50, I'll say.
Yeah, you would say that.
So you're in disagreement on that one.
The relationship between June and Tori is very interesting. There's about 15 years that separates them, and June very much is trying to be a sister rather than be a mother who is teaching her responsibility.
We haven't been able to sit down at that dining table and have dinner since we moved in here. So we kind of just eat at our separate desks.
I'm sensing there's not a lot of quality family time together. It sounds like you guys are in different rooms doing different things.
In Tori's case, I believe the impact of not being able to have friends over is channeling in her desire to move out of the house as soon as possible.
I'm seeing bags of clothes also.
Those are bags of doll clothes, which were hers.
Some are mine, most
You
are
can get rid
not
of the whole
mine.
bag of doll clothes for all I care.
My experience in talking with Tori has been that she does not want to live in this environment, and she very much wants her room in order. She very much wants the house in order.
I don't think that it's true that by getting rid of her stuff, it's gonna separate her from her memories.
I think that her hoarding was accelerated by having a daughter so young. There's an aspect of trying to relive her childhood.
Let's talk about the Rainbow Brights.
Oh, there's much more than just Rainbow Bright.
Okay.
There's Care Bears and Popples and...
Okay.
She's holding on to the past as a way to feel some kind of stability and continuity in her life today, but it's not working. It's interfering with her life, and it's causing her distress and the rest of her family.
It just makes me feel like they don't have freedom. You know, they have a cluttered house, a cluttered mind. How can you live like that?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Standalyn Robertson, a certified professional organizer. What we're going to do is we're going to break up into some teams. June realizes that her home is filling up with things and she's lost. Nothing goes into the truck without June's permission. She gets the final say on everything. Unless she changes some major things in her life, it's going to continue to go down a path of accumulating. You guys ready to go? Work hard? Good. All right. Okay.
Keep.
Okay. These are
Keep.
all keep. You definitely want to keep this?
I 75% want to keep it.
Okay.
This is the lamp that goes in Tori's room. It matches the lamp that she already has in her room.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever use it if it has to be on the other side of my bed.
I just think that it's nice to keep two matching lamps together.
I don't really care how many matching lamps I have. It's a lamp. Why do you have emotional attachments to lamps?
I don't have any emotional attachment to it. It's
Oh,
a
that's
pair.
my
If you
grandma's
want to get
reading
rid of the
lamp.
other one, get rid of both of them together,
Well,
though.
do you have another one?
So you're saying it has to be all or none?
Sort of, with
Okay.
those.
My relationship with my mom, she's more of a sister to me. You know how sisters bicker? We might be bickering over the simplest stuff. I'm a teenager. It doesn't matter how much my lamps match.
It does.
Why do you want to keep a lamp?
They go together. They're
So?
a pair.
So?
So one goes on one side of your bed, one goes on the other side of your bed.
I want to ask you how you're feeling right now because I'm seeing a lot of smiles, but I feel like you're on the verge of some tears right now too. And when we talked before I got here, you told me, heads up, my defense is I'm going to use a lot of smiling like you're doing again right now. And you're wiping away the tears, so I need you to tell me how you're feeling right now.
Part of the reason it's not the lamp, but the stuff that I have came from my grandma, so I know, not like, oh, it came from my grandma, just I can't afford to be buying new things. You know, most of my stuff that I buy is from thrift stores. So, I mean, I'm sure we could always pick up a tacky, mismatched lamp from a thrift store.
Ultimately, what it came down to was a lot of anxiety on June's part about her fear that because of limited finances that they would not be able to replace those lamps, and she was able to reveal that once we started to talk a little bit about it.
If I keep buying things, then I'm not going to be able to afford food. I cried over a lamp because I can't afford to buy new lamps. I can't afford to go, okay, we're going to go ahead and go buy a bunch of new whatevers. Lamps are expensive.
Right.
You know,
Can we keep the lamp but keep it outside of my room? Because right now we're doing stuff in
why
my
don't
room.
you get rid of that fish nightlight thing on your counter
Okay.
that you haven't used in years, and it can sit there.
All right.
Okay. Good? You okay with that?
Yeah.
100%?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you give your mom a hug? The progress has been significant, but we've also had some stumbling blocks, primarily around dealing with stuffed animals related to the past. Based on what you've been learning, try to help her to make some good decisions.
I think so.
Okay. My goal was to help them to work together as mother and daughter.
Can we put the Littlest Pet Shop things with my Rainbow Bright stuff for my friend Ashley? Because
It's
she
up to you.
wants
It's your
them.
stuff. Okay.
She
Grab
would
the
love
Rainbow
them.
Bright.
The Littlest Pet Shop.
Go ahead and put those
You
in the
got all
bag.
three?
No,
Wait,
we're
what?
gonna,
What happened there?
Oh.
Nanas. Which ones do you
But
want
those
to
are
keep
stuff
that
that
were
she
Nanas?
gave to me. I think that should be a different category.
We don't need that.
Okay, so put that.
June was actually doing a good job encouraging Tori to get rid of some things using some of the tools that she's been learning since we've been here.
Okay, so here's the one you're keeping from Nana.
You bought it for me.
They both came from Nana.
Okay, so
You said
which
it was
one
for
are you
you.
keeping?
Why don't you get rid of Furby instead?
No, why do you want me to get rid of Furby?
You don't
so
touch him, you
much?
don't even play with him.
Tori became emotional about animals that were associated with her Nana. It's the only person in her life that has died, and she was very important to her.
He was Nana's, if you want to keep him.
Where was
We
Nana's?
already
Here's
have
Nana. Nana's right here.
You can get rid of it, it's okay. Nana wouldn't want you to have all this. I know that.
She began to recall every single episode when she was given a stuffed animal from Nana.
You were the brave one yesterday saying, Mom, memories are not in the items.
They're like the only thing that I could still hold on to.
You know, she's trying to be the tough kid who doesn't cry, and of course I'm trying to be the tough mom who holds it all together. It's good that she was able to let it out. What if we took pictures of them? Take pictures and make a
can't.
photo album?
Hold on to the pictures.
But you can remember how this ginormous dog made you feel after she died.
She's doing some of the same behaviors that her mom did. I'm not worried, though, that this is going to be a long-term problem for her. I do think that she's going to need some help once we leave to help her deal with some of the loss that she's had in her past.
I'm a lot more optimistic than I was yesterday, and it already looks like a home.
My mom still has some challenges of learning what to get rid of and what to keep.
She did a good job. It's hard work. It was very hard for her, but she did it.
She's making really good decisions while she's got somebody standing, encouraging her to make those decisions. But I don't believe she can do it on her own, and it'll be critical that she have follow-up care.
I think she's taken 2 or 3 steps on a long journey. This is going to be possibly a lifelong battle.
Maybe I'll have my family and my boyfriend over for dinner.
Great.
And now that I can prepare food in my kitchen with all that counter space. My problem is definitely not solved after this weekend. Oh my gosh, I can walk in here. I know that I've learned a lot of tools, how to make better decisions. I do have a long road ahead of me.